Welcome to Profile. I'm Paula Hersey, and today we sit down with a community organization that's been on the Cape for over 20 years. American Businesswomen's Association meets on the second Tuesday of every month, and today I have the president, Dina Lyons, and the vice president, Maggie French, here with me.
How are you doing?
I'm doing excellent. How are you guys doing?
Good, Paula. It's good to see you again.
Great. So we're all dug out of the storms.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Why don't you guys tell me a little bit about American Businesswomen's Association? I know it's been here on the Cape for several years, over 20, but a lot of people may not know how it got started and what the history is either.
Sure. Well, as you said, it had started over 20 years ago by two women, and they felt a need to provide an opportunity for women to network and get to know each other, because the business climate on the Cape weren't a lot of opportunities for women back then. And since then, it's grown. At our best years, it's been over 100 members. Now I think we're at 70?
So between 70 and 80.
And the membership is really diverse. We've got sole proprietors, we've got women in transition, we even have retired women, and we certainly have representation from a lot of larger employers on the Cape. So
It's amazing. And is this a national organization as well, if I remember correctly? Started in the 50s?
It started down south in the 50s by a gentleman, by the way, who thought it was an opportune time for women who were entering business. I mean, this was after Rosie the Riveter and women entering business. So he formed this organization called American Businesswomen Association, and the chapters, we're one of maybe a handful in the Northeast, but it's an opportunity for women to get together, share their experiences, learn from one another, and I think more than anything else, just feed off of the energy of each other, which is what we do every month. So it's a wonderful time.
Excellent. And when you're kind of planning the year's events, there's several events that you guys actually do every single year. Can you highlight some of those?
sure. Every spring we have an open house, which gives members an opportunity to have tables or booths and showcase their businesses. This year our open house will also feature a lot of other exciting special events, which is still under wraps, but that'll be taking place in April. And then in May, we're planning a roundtable format for our meeting, which is completely different. We normally do a guest speaker and member spotlight, but following the success of our roundtables at Cape and Plymouth Enterprising Women, we decided to offer our members an opportunity to teach and learn from each other, and we hope to have 10 or more tables where members and guests can learn about different topics.
And then after that is our annual scholarship meeting. The biggest part of our mission is to help young women who are furthering their education into some endeavor. So we provide, is it 3 or 4 scholarships
At least
a year?
4, yeah.
To young women who are in their 2nd or 3rd year of college education or some formal education. And it's a wonderful time where we get together and help someone get started.
Let's talk about the scholarships a little bit. I know, full disclosure, I was past president of the organization for several years, so I do have some knowledge. But scholarships right now are actually happening. So abwacapecod.com, you can go and download the materials that you need to apply for a scholarship. These scholarships are not a couple $100, they're $1,500, correct?
Yes, they are. They are. And the applications are available online, and the deadline is March 15th.
Okay.
So there's guidelines for to help people determine if they're qualified. But it's for residents of the Cape and Islands, and again, who are in their 2nd year of study or beyond. And it's not just for students. There are many women who have gone back to school who may have families at home that they're trying to support. And these scholarship meetings every year are really
the most wonderful time of the year.
It is. It is. The stories behind each of the women's journeys is really, truly incredible. And we feel so grateful to our members and guests who support our monthly raffles, which is how the primary way we raise money for the scholarships.
That's great. There's 2 scholarships too, if I remember. There's the local scholarships, and you guys also do a national scholarship?
There's a national scholarship offered through ABWA National. It's called
Okay.
the Stephen Buffton Scholarship, and each chapter pays a small amount towards the scholarship, and then we provide the qualifying applicants to national, and then they reward us with 1 scholarship out of that, and it's for the same amount, for $1,500. So
$1,500. Over the years, how much money has ABW raised for women here in the Cape? Ballpark?
Between $80,000 and $85,000.
$80,000 and $85,000. That's just enormous, and that's a lot of raffles.
it is. It is.
Yes, it is.
In addition to the annual scholarship meeting, we also offer our members a member benefit scholarship of up to $250 or a grant. And essentially, any member who's looking for a supplement towards their professional growth, so whether it's a class or a conference fee attendance, you just fill out a grant application, and we've got a committee, and it's great. I mean, last year I went to a conference that was I wouldn't have been able to go to had I not gotten that grant.
That's great.
So.
And there's a new, I don't want to call it is it a scholarship? It's a grant?
A grant. It's more a grant, and it's one I'm very excited about. We're titling it the Woman in Transition Grant. The world has changed dramatically, and there are many people going through transitions, and our membership has grown very much so by women who are in between something. And they're not necessarily in a student capacity where they're going to an accredited organization to gain a bachelor's degree or an associate's degree, but they're looking to improve themselves somehow. And so we're, in the same amount, $1,500, we are looking to offer a member it's a member of ABWA, a $1,500 grant to further themselves, whether it be that they need a piece of equipment because of the business that they have, or they want an additional certification because of the service they provide, but something that will help them be better at what they're doing. So we're very excited about it, and that will be in December of the year. We're looking to launch that somewhere in the July timeframe.
Great. So there seems to be a lot going on. One of the things that I remember from my years of presidency is the golf outing, and I'm really, really glad it's now been moved from the dead of July,
Yes.
which is either a thunderstorm and pouring rain or so hot that it's crazy. We have, I believe, September, you said it's going to be this year?
We're looking to move it to September, and a large drive to do that was not just the heat, but also we have quite a number of members who are in retail or hospitality, and they simply could not attend the July or August meetings because they are just full up. And when we did an informal poll, we discovered that September would really help those members join us. And so in the past, we've done golf and Pilates. We're looking to make sure we have some offerings for those who do not play golf, but it really is a great experience for everyone, regardless of golfing ability, because you can get a lesson, you can just hang out and chip. You don't have to necessarily do the drives. So
it's actually hysterical. There's been lots of fun times on the golf carts as well, the different courses that we've actually played as well. So what else about ABWA? If I'm a woman watching this show today, why would I join?
I would say it's
too much
for a 20-minute show, but I would say the camaraderie, the opportunity to learn and grow. For women who might not feel very confident about where they are, it's an amazing place to feel comfortable, warm, welcome, supported, and really find ways to learn and feel supported.
That definitely sums it up, because 4 years ago I was in my own transition and launching my own business, and was accepted in open arms from ABWA. The women were enthusiastic about the new venture. It seems at times more so than I was myself. in what I was doing. And it's a place, when you work for yourself, getting involved with other people, it was a place to go once a month, get to know people, see what they were doing, and just the opportunities. I too took advantage of the member benefit as I was doing some certifications for my services. And it's just when you walk in the door to have a smiling face and say, hi, great to see you again. Yeah.
I would also say, from my humble opinion, that because our current membership is so much more about individual proprietors and small businesses, that I would encourage the larger companies to send people over. It would really not only strengthen the fabric of our membership, but it would give the larger businesses and organizations a perspective on all the different ways that women are doing business on the Cape, and understanding some of the challenges, successes, all the stories behind those women that they might not see, behind the bigger glass walls. So
And
That's
I'd
great.
like to add here is that if there are organizations that would like us to do an overview of ABWA for women over, say, a brown, what they call a brown bag lunch, or
Sure.
that just to give us a call, and
absolutely.
myself, Dina, or some representative will come and just let women know what's out there for them to get together with other women and share experiences.
Absolutely. And
Okay.
guests are always welcome at our monthly dinners on the second Tuesday of the month. We don't have a limit to how many times you can show up as a guest and then get turned away and say you have to join.
Right.
So that makes us a little bit unique in
Okay.
terms of the other.
Excellent. So, American Businesswomen's Association is the second Tuesday of the month, which would be actually next Tuesday,
Next
if I
Tuesday.
remember correctly. abwacapecod.com. You can check out their website for scholarships, for events, and to sign up for the monthly meeting. Thank you, Dina Lyons, President, and Vice President Maggie French. This is Paula Hersey. This is Profile. Thank you for joining us.